I pulled my name off my brother's car insurance policy after his agent called, asking why the primary driver never answers his own phone. My brother Dion is 26, I'm 31. About 2 years ago, he finally got his license back after a suspension. 2 speeding tickets back to back, let one go to collections, whole thing. His record was a mess and his insurance quote was coming in at nearly $400 a month. He'd already shopped around. That was just what it was going to be. He called and asked if I'd be willing to be added to his policy. Said it would bring the rate way down because my record was clean and I'd been continuously insured for years. He'd pay the whole premium, he'd be the one driving, I'd never have to do anything. Said it wasn't a big deal. Tons of people do it. I said sure. He's my little brother, we're close, and the way he explained it, being added to someone's policy sounded like just a favor you do. I didn't ask exactly how I'd be listed. That was my mistake. 2 years go by. I don't think about it once. He's got some black Nissan, I've never been inside. We hang out, we text, everything's normal. The insurance thing just completely left my brain. Then this past March, I get a call from a number I don't recognize. I let it go to voicemail. It's a woman from the insurance company. She leaves her name, Sandra, saying she's trying to reach the primary driver on the policy for a routine mileage verification. She sounds polite but careful, like she's reading from a script with a different script underneath it. I call her back that afternoon. She asks how often I drive the vehicle. I say almost never. It's my brother's car. He drives it every day. She gets quiet for a second. Then she asks if I'm aware I'm listed as the primary driver. I say yeah, he added me to help with the rate. She asks if my brother is also on the policy. I say yes, it's his car. She asks what percentage of time I personally drive it versus him. I stopped because I could feel exactly where this was going. I told her I'd need to call her back. She said that was fine but mentioned there was an active review on the policy and they'd need to hear from me within a few business days. I called Dion the second I hung up. He answered fast, which already felt off. I told him the insurance company just called me asking about my driving habits. He said, oh yeah, they do that sometimes. Just tell them you drive it like half the time. I said, Dion, I have never been inside that car. He said, I know, but that's just what you say. I asked him straight up, am I listed as an additional driver or the primary driver? He paused. Primary, he said, just like that. I told him that was fraud. He said, everybody does it. It's called fronting. Insurance companies just build it into their risk models and nothing ever actually happens. I said, they literally just called me because something is happening. He said I was overreacting and to just call Sandra back and say I drive it occasionally, no big deal. I didn't call Sandra back. I went online instead and spent about 2 hours reading. Fronting is considered fraud in most states, voids coverage in a lot of claim scenarios, and in some states both the named driver and the policyholder face consequences. My name is the one listed as primary. My record, my liability. If he rear-ends someone tomorrow and they pull the file, I'm the one with explaining to do. I called the agency the next morning and asked to be removed from the policy entirely. The woman I spoke to walked me through it. Said it would take a few days to process. I said fine. Dion found out before the paperwork even went through. He texted, really? You're just gonna do that without even talking to me first? I said yes. He called. Said his rate was going to jump back up. Said I knew what the arrangement was when I agreed. Said I was pulling the rug out. I told him I agreed to be added to his policy, not to be listed as the primary driver on a car I've never sat in. He said I was being dramatic and that he would never actually get in trouble. My mom called 2 days later, said Dion was upset and that I should have talked to him before going straight to the insurance company. I asked her what talking to him would have accomplished, given that I'd just done exactly that, and he told me to lie to them. She didn't really have an answer for that. She just said family helps family. His new rate came in at $390 a month. He texts me about it like I'm supposed to feel guilty.